Then it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Drone Seekers are live.
Here we are. The Drone Seekers. Finger wave. Everyone do finger wave. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the Five Going Mad. That is Terry, Marcus, Kevin, Jackie.
Oh, who's got echo on?
Oh, no.
Not
Stop the
me.
echo.
It's
Tom
you.
got echo on.
Always you.
Marcus. No, it's Marcus.
Marcus likes to watch the show 3 times. Right, so we've got Hot Rod in Daytona. Brian. Good evening, Brian. Or I'll call him FPV Brian these days. New name.
FPV, Brian. Yeah, he's trying to climb.
The dark side.
Or it can be bald as FPV. No, forget it.
We've got Mac Chuck.
And we've got
Chuck is in Scotland.
Jerry,
Travelled to
and we've
Scotland
got
today.
Jay, and we have
Mike
Harvey,
Chuck.
and Jovi's Media, and John. Chuck,
Hello.
he landed in Edinburgh. I can't even do me.
Hey, their name's Mac Chuck.
Mac Chuck.
Mac Chuck. That's his new name.
Tanya Gale.
Oh,
up here.
Tanya's in the house.
And we got Luke
Lauren.
and Lauren. That's it. Right.
Ooh.
Oh
Luke.
no! Hang on. I forgot one. Tanya. She's up here. Look. Sorry, Tanya. Sorry.
Hi, Tanya.
Oh,
Hello,
son,
Tanya.
this is why I was saying earlier on. We need more female drone flyers. Did I say it, Marcus?
Tanya lives right here where I live.
Cool.
Yes, yeah, we were talking.
Your
We've actually
Yes,
talking
they're
about
flying
it. I was
together.
saying that you've got to get together and go
I
flying.
know.
Yeah.
We keep talking about it, and it just anyway. Yeah.
Well, come on, make it
time to make
happen.
it happen.
Right, Tanya, you want to go flying with Marcus?
I do.
DeMarco, here we go. Right.
Who let Lauren in?
Are you drone
I don't know. He's there.
views?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not drone views. Oh, okay. Right. Onwards, upwards. And how have we all been? Everyone been out flying? Anyone been out flying?
No, we went on Tuesday, but it was too windy.
Too
Oh,
windy.
so Steve.
So-
At your
and
service, beloved.
Just being a recce, didn't it?
We did a recce on Tuesday.
I took my daughter out flying. My stepdaughter came to town.
That was fun.
Has everybody seen the
I
video?
watched that. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yes, she's very good.
Yeah, she's really good. Much
That,
better than
that seriously was
Oh,
her
my
first
first one.
time. That was absolutely her first time ever on the sticks of a drone.
The question is, Marcus, have you sent her? Is she gone yet?
She's going home today. Yeah.
Aw.
Is she taking a drone with her?
Yeah, I gave her.
But not giving her a nice idea.
I gave her I gave her
Right,
an
so-
Eachine. I gave her an Eachine EX4. She needs a challenge.
Oh, come on. Permanent.
Oh,
I don't know.
So I didn't tell you the best part of it, though.
I
The
can
best part
appreciate
of
that, Tony.
the best part of that story is she has a 12-year-old daughter, Emery, and Emery called me the day that I published that video, and she was so excited to see her mom on a YouTube video. It was great. Yeah.
well, she got to be next then, isn't next,
Oh,
hasn't
she
she?
is. I promised her that. Yeah.
Right. Shall we bring our special guest on? Let's do that next, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, you might get set, go.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
Hello, Stephen. How are you? All right
Very
from-
good.
Good evening.
Oh, you can hear us, all right. All the way from sunny Spain. Hang on.
Can you hear me all right? Because
We all.
I can do this on my iPad. I've
Look at
also
that.
do this on my iPad, but I'm
Spanish
uploading the
on the
video
bottom.
on my
It's the Spanish line.
Yeah.
Spanish.
So where,
Oh,
where
yes. Sorry.
Yeah,
I've got today.
I've got everyone in line
It's been a
now.
long day.
It's been a long day. So, did you get you? Oh, no,
You know,
we'll
I'm
talk
over it,
about-
Steve, isn't it? And it, that's bottom a lot. It's really hard to be here surviving.
Oh, I don't know.
What?
Hang on. Everyone in a line there.
How's to put us on the bottom, though?
What do you, want to get? You can't go. I'll tell you what. Hang on.
Oh no. No, what are you doing down there?
I'm up there.
Oh, it's better.
It reminds me of Opportunity Knocks.
Yeah.
For those who are old enough
As long as you don't say
remember.
University Challenge.
Yeah, I was
Oh, that's
thinking that.
what it was. Yeah, sorry. Well done, Steve. Yeah, it was right. Sorry. Opportunity Knocks? No. That was,
University Challenge, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah, of course it was, yeah.
I can't hang. I'm chewing a sweet. My teeth stuck together.
Yeah. We had noticed.
I've got another one here, Jackie. But
Rick. Oh, where is it? I'm just feeling it. I've lost it. It's disappeared now. Hang on. Oh, showing your age now, Steve. Yeah. Showing me
Wow.
age. I think we're talking about Opportunity Knocks and University Challenge. They're both older than each other. Right. So, as you know, we're running a competition. A drone photograph competition. Not very many entries so far, so you've got another week. And the man at the end there is very important. It'd be nice to.
Yeah, let's give him a challenge. Give him loads to
So,
do.
yeah, what we really want is a real challenge for Steve. So when he looks at all the pictures, he's going to go, because at the moment he's probably got not many choices. But let's get a few more entries in. I know Jeannie's
Jeannie,
All the
on.
merrier.
Jeannie said she's
At the end of the day, you got to be in it to win it.
yeah.
Oh, of course.
oh yes,
And it's not very often we give anything away. No, Steve, just remind them what they win.
Right, what it is, you win what is called Eagle Eyes. So I've got one here. I've got my Phantom,
Here's one I made earlier.
the eyes.
Well made earlier.
Here's one I prepared earlier. A bit like remember Blue Peter.
With Peter, yeah.
Yeah.
Think about plastic.
And this is my Mini with the Eagle Eyes on.
Yeah.
And I must say, I did take it out the other day with the eyes on it, down on the beach. And there were sorry, there were seagulls on the beach. No eagles. I didn't see any eagles, but there were seagulls on the beach. And as soon as I took off, they saw the eyes and they were gone. They were gone.
So you reckon
whether
it
it was
works then? It's not a myth. It
So
definitely
next-
scares
well,
them off.
Ken Heron, I suppose everyone knows Ken Heron. He swears by him. So they seem whether it was just a one-off, I don't know. I've only used them once since I put them on.
Show.
But anything can, if it helps, who knows? And
But it's always put on
I'm giving
FTV.
away 2 sets. So the winner, what would they have to do? They would have to email me or Steve what drone they got, so I know what size eyes you want, and also the type of eyes. If you go to, because it's in it's the company that are actually supplying them is the company called the Crafting Box, which is run by my daughter. So if you go on her website, you'll see what eyes there are, so you can pick which eyes you want, and you get a set of 2. There'll be a set of 2 eyes, but obviously, if you've got several drones, they'll only be of one size because you can only do one lot at a time. So if it would be 2 orders for 2 drones, but you will get 2 sets per drone, if you like. If anything happens to one of them, you've always got a replacement. And if you do buy the eyes from her website, £1 will be going to Steve's charity. So You know, that's another good, a good charity. So let's get behind the charity and my daughter's business. At the end of the day, it's what one of the reasons we're promoting it. So yeah, that's, and I say I've judged several competitions in the past because I used to belong to a camera club in the UK, so I've judged a few competitions. I've got some experience of judging photos. So the more the merrier. But get them in. As you say, you've got to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, can you tell us a little bit about the Children's Cancer Trust?
Yeah, well, the charity that I raise money for is the Teenage Cancer Trust. Very close to my heart for personal reasons. Teenage Cancer Trust, what it actually does, it actually builds units within local hospitals. Hospitals are big enough to do it. Because the thing is, it's a very unfortunate fact that teenagers between the ages of 12 and, well, I think they go up to 22, which is a bit bizarre because they're not teenagers in, but so they start teenagers, because the thing is, teenagers, unfortunately, rather sort of, they do get cancer. There's a lot of teenagers get cancer of various descriptions. And of course, they don't want to. They're not young and they're not old, so they find a place to belong. So the Teenage Cancer Trust build specialised units for teenagers. They basically build a bit of a place where they can feel sort of home from home, if you like. In a bad situation. So yeah, I mean, there's quite a few all over the UK now. There's a lot of sort of sponsorship behind it. There's a lot of people sort of raise money for it, including myself. So just enter the competition by somebody from there. We had our t-shirts, all our t-shirts and polo shirts do the same thing. Money goes to, and every penny counts. It might seem like a lot of money, but hey,
it all adds up.
It all adds up. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Can you tell us the name of the website again, please, Steve? Just so that everybody can.
It's www. Oh, what? Sorry, for what for?
For your
Your daughter.
for the business.
Yep.
Yeah, it's www.thecraftingbox.co.uk.
See the craft.
It does say, if you look at the banner, if you look at the banner on the Drone Seekers, it's actually on the banner as well.
Okay. It's actually the Crafters Box, Steve.
The Crafters Box, sorry. So
I'll put it.
Don't tell her that.
It's in the up here now, so if anyone wants
Crafters Box.
look at the Crafters Box.
There you go.
I don't know if I can actually just quickly share this if I can.
Hey, so everybody watching, get your entry in, because this is a worthy cause and it's going to be a lot of fun, and Stephen is good at it. So
there we are. Can you want to see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Wow.
So but you find details on the Drone Seekers page anyway, so please just check that out. So it's all for worthy calls, and please just enter. We're going to say the last competition's got to be last entry's got to be in on Saturday, Steve, is it?
No, it's ending Friday night.
Friday.
So it's going to be Saturday to judge them.
Right. Okay. So Friday midnight. It's a closing. And please make sure you put hashtag eyes.
Hashtag eye.
Yeah.
Because I'm only looking at entries, and I know Stephen will be looking at the same thing. We're only looking at entries that have the eyes, hashtag eyes on it. If they're not, if you have made an entry already and think you've entered it, if you haven't got eyes on it, it is an entry. So, and if you enter more than one, we'll take the first one. We've got to play by the rules. Steve's made the rules up. So there we are. Right. So did you manage to
Jeannie wants to know how many entries there's been so far.
I can tell you that right now. Hang on. I think I'm going to say 6. Where we are, we found it. Hang on. Oh no, I beg your pardon. Right, we've got Jackie, we've got Andre Venta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I can't count.
Hey, I forgot. Chuck is in Scotland right now. Covaxion Dronography. He just landed yesterday.
Was the SF was today?
Maybe it was today.
Was it
Yeah, it was today. Today, wasn't it?
I thought there was a picture that he landed at Edinburgh Airport.
Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah.
Which is about 65 miles from where I was. I wasn't as high as I was lower than that. I couldn't go up to Edinburgh. Right, so I'm missing anything. I'm very quiet.
It's very quiet, yeah. Anybody seen the picture?
If I don't run out of fuel, are you having fuel problems in the UK?
Oh my
Well,
god.
it's absolute, no, we're not having.
Does anyone want to buy any? I can send it over.
We're not having. There's no fuel shortage.
Bit
What
like toilet rolls.
we have a
Brits
shortage of
created
lorries, and someone just
fuel
happens to come on the TV or whatever and turn around and say, "Don't worry, there isn't going to be a shortage." And what do you think
What it
everyone's
is,
done? All together.
It's probably,
Now,
it-
I panic
Yeah.
bought.
it's probably a shortage of common sense, really, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, someone actually did say, please, for those people who queue at the garages, please make sure you get plenty of condoms so you don't produce no more idiots.
Well, I must admit, I spoke to my brother earlier on, and I did say to him, if you do go to a petrol station and you go in the shop, make sure you buy some toilet roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So that's the next thing. That is the next thing in it. I mean, I'm going to put on thing on. I love that Stephen
I like
Timewell
Luke's joke.
nailed it. Stephen Timewell nailed it. His magazine, Drone Users, we're running out of Drone User magazines fast. Please feel free.
Buy them. Yeah.
And there's also a pub that actually put a sign up saying we're
Beer
expecting a
shortage
beer
predicted.
shortage.
Stock up here. Yeah. I
Don't
saw
panic buy, yes.
Yeah, please panic buy, yeah.
it.
I want
anyone
to
see
ask Marcus
photos of
a
the
question.
new
Can I ask
Mavic
Marcus a question? Just going off subject a little bit. The Mavic 3, are you going to order it?
I very likely will, Stephen. It's
Look, it's not going to happen, Marcus. It's fake.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I don't think so. I think there's.
I don't think so.
It's the real deal. Now, I'm going to qualify that, Stephen, by saying it really depends on what all it brings to the table and what that ultimate price is. But I really like the idea of a second generation smart controller with a more powerful processor in it. And,
Yes.
and Jackie, this will blow your mind. If it has the kind of obstacle avoidance and tracking ability that the Skydio 2 has, that Skydio 2 could go away and be replaced by the Mavic 3.
Ooh.
I
Specifically, your one's going to go where?
España?
It's fun, yeah. It's going to be expensive, though, isn't it?
Kim
That was the
says it's a real deal. Well, it's
Yeah.
going to have to be. It's going to be something pretty impressive to impress me. To be honest
No,
with you.
Steve, zoom, 7 times optical zoom on that top
Yeah.
camera.
And wide angle.
People won't like it, Marcus. You know, every time you be spying on people's windows, and that's bad enough,
Oh,
isn't it?
God. Oh, no.
You know,
The
we
thing
can't
is,
zoom.
though, Steve, would you stop flying your FPV to fly the Mavic 3? I wouldn't, and I wouldn't buy the Mavic 3.
No, I would not
Yeah, but
buy
it's apples and oranges, Terry. It's not even. They're
I know, but when you go out and fly the FPV, you don't want to fly anything else. I know it is, definitely, but my Zoom sat down now. I haven't touched it for weeks.
Yeah.
Sounds like a personal problem, Terry.
Don't mind at all.
It's all
I
right,
hear
Terry.
you. I hear you.
We're a
I understand what
minority.
you're saying, Terry.
I'll tell you, Terry.
absolutely
I think we should go and glue ourselves to the M25 and protest about other drones.
We should, yeah. We could sit on the A7 here or the AP7 and get the gladiator.
Yeah.
I heard another rumor though that when the Mavic 3 comes out, I did hear this rumor on the grapevine But when it comes out, the the Drone Seekers International is going to do a competition to win one.
Oh, are
Is that
they?
right?
I heard that as well, Steve. I did, yeah.
Who's going to fight? Oh, Jackie, well done.
What was that guy's name? Was it Mark? Idaho Quadcopter, isn't it? Something like that.
Oh. Sorry, brother.
Maybe we can have a word with Al Duran. He's friendly.
Hey, Steve, listen. Steve, I consider you a great friend. I mean, I really do, and I really mean that. But no.
We just can't. I know. Why don't we all clap now? Forget it. Right. What's this? Oh, right. Dean says it's about photography me mostly. Or like get the MP voice. No, Jack. No, Jeannie.
No.
You don't know what you mean. FPVs. Once you've flown out, you get all the other drones, throw them in the back of the cupboard, they'll stay there. Forget the photography.
Just
No,
like
it's all about. It really is. It's all about the photography. It really is.
Brian,
it's all about what you want to do. It's not about any particular thing, isn't it?
Of course,
It's about what you want.
Brian,
horses for courses.
I bet Brian's going to sell all his drones now. He's got his FPV. He don't care about nothing else now. He's there. Taking
It is.
pictures
It's
of
horses
that
for
night time.
courses.
It is.
Yep.
Bernie.
No,
There we go.
no,
Look,
serious,
Bernie's in the house.
Lot
Oh,
of drones,
Bernie's in.
but I mean, I've got a drone. I've got two. I've got a Mini 2 and a Mavic 2 Pro. They're fine with me, but you know, they're my photographic type cameras. But my FPV drone is fun to fly every time. Should I bring it over to Spain, Terry?
Oh, yeah, you better. Right.
I was going to say it's the Pope Catholic.
We've got several locations ready for it, just exactly for it.
58 miles an hour. No, it goes faster than that.
So Steve, who is your spotter, though?
Terry.
Jackie,
That'd be me, wouldn't it?
Jackie will be.
Two with goggles on, it'll have to be me that's spotter.
Well, Kim says, what's this?
Yeah, look, this sounds interesting. Did you
Ah,
know
did
DJI have been in talks with EASA about retrofitting legacy drones with the CE classification?
That's what
That'd be good.
Luke was talking about. Even though you do away with it. See, look. See, Brian says exactly.
Yeah. And what did Jeannie say there? She's agreeing with Marcus.
Different purposes, like apples
They,
and
they
oranges.
have. One's fun to fly, one's not.
Oh, that's not true.
No,
I love flying magically.
no, exactly, no.
They're
No,
all
they
fun
do
to
have
fly.
different purposes. One is for photographic purposes, one's for fun and photographic purposes.
I agree with Jerry Bower.
That's with it.
I agree with Jerry.
No FPV.
I would have the FPV, but there's nobody always about to be a spotter.
That's me too, Kev. I mean, I'm often flying by myself, and I would feel vulnerable with those goggles on and not having situational awareness. Anyway,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing.
No,
Keep your mouth shut.
you've got Jackie, Terry.
the thing is, Terry,
Always.
what yeah,
Oh, I got you, Jackie.
Yeah.
'cause no one ever flies beyond legal. No. What's this? Something written?
Oh, looks like Brian's having fun with the motion controller.
Oh yes.
Oh, what does he say about that? Because
You know,
That's
well,
great.
when I come over, Terry, you can find out.
I've got to try it. Yeah.
I think when you
Definitely.
try, I think you'll be very surprised. Very surprised.
Have you found out how to make it go backwards yet?
I don't need to go backwards. No.
Steve, I don't know if you noticed, I've just sent you a link.
Yes. Oh yes. We'll right. That's going to pan out. I don't know, but we'll find out in a minute. Oh yeah, that works. Right. Okay. Well, while we're on the subject, Steve's been very busy today. Is this all today's work, by the way?
I've done it all today. Yeah, I never had time yesterday, and I've been a bit busy
Well,
during the week.
I think
So
Steve was coming.
I've got it all together today. and it was uploading. I was going to come on here on my iPad, and because I always edit on my iPad, and it was uploading to YouTube, I don't want to touch it. So now I'm on my old laptop, which is about 12 years old. So that's what I was wondering.
That's
like,
why you're a bit
is it
laggy.
working? Am I a bit laggy?
Yeah.
No, that's normal.
Quick heads up, police officer attending the viaduct to the Dale Steam Loco crossing. Actually, Kim, I was talking to Kev about this earlier on. We're actually thinking about, I know it'd be brilliant over the Harringsworth viaduct, but I think maybe we need to find another location. So but we'll keep it hush hush. We're not going to tell everyone.
Well, you do have to watch out for those coppers, right?
Yeah.
He's not looking.
He's not even looking.
Don't worry about it, he's not looking. Anyway, right. So I asked Stephen if he's got any videos, and he said I'll do one, but it's sort of late in the day. But we got there, so we're gonna. Hopefully, this is gonna work. If it doesn't work,
Listen, I hope it plays.
We'll find out in a minute.
Hey, Terry, make sure you watch this show on replay. You missed one.
I just missed something. I was just doing what Terry
They were talking about you, Terry. They were talking about you.
What's different, Steve?
We've just done about the. I'll tell you what. I'll rewind a little bit. Said, Steve, quick heads up. Police officers will be attending the viaduct on the day of the Steam Loco crossing.
Yeah.
And Marcus said, "What did you say, Marcus?"
I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out for coppers.
Anyway, right. Moving on.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
We love you,
Right.
Terry.
Well, it's
Thank
either
you.
going to work or it's not going to work. So here we are. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well,
Marcus
Hey,
loved that music.
No.
Yeah, am I the only one that dances through these? This is you guys finally get to see me dancing this time.
I thought the dancing
I
was
do that
better
every
than
time.
anything else. I really enjoyed the dancing.
so there's a lot more videos on Spain. If you check out Stephen Deere, that's our YouTube channel. So follow over to
Yeah, that was
Stephen Deere.
Great compilation, wasn't it?
And
Oh.
yeah,
All your stuff throughout the.
I recognise. I actually recognise some of it, and some of it I don't recognise. But
Yeah, what was on that,
Yeah.
that last shot there? What was that building there, Steve? The sort of rounded, half-rounded building.
Question.
I can't
I
remember.
can't remember.
Okay.
You mean the one with the hole in the ceiling on the roof? That one?
No, I just noticed more than
The
anything.
castle. The castle.
It's a rounded, semi-rounded
Yeah,
building.
castle. I've got to look it up because I ain't got a clue. I'm terrible with remembering things. I really am like that.
Sorry, Kevin.
So I'll find out for you.
Okay.
I'll get Jackie to edit the video, Lauren, and send it.
Hey,
Yeah, but
the one thing that we
just
need to point out
Marcus
here,
dancing.
seriously, for a second, is that Stephen is a real videographer. You know, the stuff that the rest of us in this room post, okay, yeah, we're all right, okay, I guess, but Stephen is the real deal.
I won't go that far.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, you are.
talented
Very good.
photographer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I when I do my drone videos, I like short clips. I don't like clips that last too long.
No.
So when I tend to edit, I tend to edit.
That is always the thing about getting enough in a short clip, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like anything really longer unless it's required. Anything longer than 10 seconds is too much. So, but even if you've got a longer sequence, and you've got two long sequences, you cut them up and put like 10 seconds, then go to the other one, then go back to the other one, then go to the other one, and do it in that way. You're actually keeping people's interest. But once you get over so many seconds, people lose interest. So, I you know, and you notice that in adverts, you know, on the telly, they're always cutting, you know, to keep your interest. So
2 to
that's
6
much
seconds.
more.
Castle Polpy, is it? Steve?
That's it. Well done, Harvey. Thank you, Harvey. Magic.
Thanks, Harvey.
Brian just says it looks like some great place for a
And the other thing about that castle, just going back to that castle, it's fantastic because just near there's a mine, and in the mine there's these crystals, and you can book to go in there. But we didn't know this at the time. If you go to the castle, they've got a room where they've got 3D goggles, and it only cost €1. So you put the 3D goggles on, and they make you wear a city hat as well. They make me a city hat because of COVID and that. You put these goggles on, and you go through the mine. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. You don't need to go into the mine afterwards. But yeah, and as you look around, you know it's all in 3D, so you can look behind you, in front of you, look up, and it's so realistic looking. It really is. It's really, as I say, if you're ever down that way, definitely recommend it.
Talk about mines. I was looking at your videos there on Stephen. One video that I never get bored. Well, the place I never get bored with. You probably know what I'm going to say, but so I put this on here just in case. But you know what it is. But let's watch it anyway.
Yeah. Well,
Excellent.
Yeah.
So,
I have to say, I got something very valuable in those red balls.
Yeah.
Didn't I, Jackie?
Bit of sweet memories, eh?
yeah, we want to remind you
Nightmares.
what happened. Yeah. The same wall that had Thanks for Watching on it once had a Mavic 2 Pro.
I was looking for the dent.
Yeah, then it was no dent in the wall.
I should have an
There's no
arrow
dent.
pointing down there, shouldn't I? You know,
Yeah. It
Yeah.
did bring back not such good memories of the truck. I'll take it you haven't sort of never fixed it. It's beyond repair, I guess, was it? Or
No, it's still in the other room. It's got his magic. It's got his eagle eyes on. But
just hang it on.
no.
There's a cat guns or scared of.
Yeah, I run around the garden with it, in the hand, making out. But no,
The camera still works okay, though, doesn't it? The camera
still works okay. Yeah. It's the motherboard and they're two boards. One's the motherboard, and I think the other one's called a daughter board.
All you need to do, Steve, is buy Terry's Zoom off him, put that camera
On the Zoom.
bam, job done.
Yep.
Yeah,
He was thinking.
I've been thinking. But the thing
Yeah.
is, I want to get an electric bike first. I want to get myself an electric bike.
No, I do that first.
I was actually
Love
thinking
my bike.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about someone's.
I'm hoping to go out to try one next week.
Bernie, that's not red
Let's
wall,
see.
that was blood.
Hey,
Everyone's going down
Steve,
there to make a sacrifice. Whoever the first one down there gets sacrificed.
whoa.
Well,
Hey,
Steve,
can we
you'll be up there in a couple of weeks, won't you?
Say again.
3 weeks' time he'll be
You'll
there.
be up there.
Hey.
You'll be up there in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
flying your FPV.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It could be another sacrifice, couldn't it?
I know, I thought about that, Elton John.
He's not going to take it now.
Rain down there then, Steve.
Say again?
Stephen,
Yeah.
have you had much rain?
Oh, mate, no, I'm going to run.
We had rain Friday night, quite bad thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been really, as you
yeah.
mentioned, it being really windy. It's been really windy here as well.
Yeah, it
So,
was.
but then they forecast here last week was forecast rain all week, more or less.
We had a big
And it
earthquake.
rained it rained Monday for a few hours, and then it rained Friday night, and that's all we had. But I was going to go out for try the bikes last week. I thought, it's going to be raining. There's no point. So, because I want to get a mountain bike, electric one.
That's what I've got.
So that the one with the chunky wheels,
Just
Yeah.
buy loads of drones and type to a bike, that'll work. Little flyers, don't you? Put enough of them.
Hey, Steve, can we go back to that subject of the Mavic 3 just for a second? I just was thinking of some stuff to better answer Stephen's question. So, honestly, Stephen, somebody like me will not do a camera like is on that drone justice. A Micro Four Thirds, to me, I always fly in the middle of the daytime. It's that's you would think it would be more for low light. Plus, I just got to be honest with you,
Yeah.
I haven't got those kind of photographer skills or videography skills to really do it justice. But do I
Yeah.
want one? Well, yeah, of course I do.
It's another toy, isn't it? Whether you can use it or not. I've got a computer, but I can't program it.
So, I mean, the question is, what is the price tag? The price tag on that, my guess, is going to be about
$1,600. That's what the price tag was.
pounds
That's
or
the- yeah,
pounds or
that's-
euros, yeah, whatever.
That's the rumor, isn't it?
That's for
Yeah.
the base
But
model.
wouldn't that be with a smart controller?
Well, apparently,
No.
my understanding, they bring out a smart
No, I
controller.
didn't think it
too.
would.
Yeah, but that's not with the smart controller, apparently.
No, I didn't think it would be.
that was the
I
drone.
didn't think it would be.
If I'm a betting man, I would say with the smart controller, the Cine package, I think they're going to call it. I suspect it'll be more like around $2,600 US.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's the cost of a nice electric bike, Stephen.
Yeah. I'm getting a bike first.
Or what you can do is buy. Buy Terry's drone, and you can still
Put some wheels on it.
Put some
Steve,
wheels on
I'll still give you commission.
I'm just thinking here. Yeah, I mean, I think if I bought, thought of actually buying another drone, I think I might be in the divorce courts.
It's all packed up, ready for you to take back.
There you go.
I've been
Sorted.
trying to sell this drone.
Yeah, I know you have.
But Gene was saying Mavic Pro 2. Gee, that's a lot of money. I paid a lot less. I bought a Mavic. Well, it must be about a year ago. I bought mine, and I paid a lot less than that.
For
Well,
a Zoom, though,
Mavic
Steve,
2.
a Pro.
I think that Jeannie's got the Zoom.
No, but Mavic. Oh, that's the
I think she's got the Zoom, hasn't she?
Well, she paid $1,500
No,
for
she's got
that.
the
Well, that's a lot of
she's got
money.
the Pro.
She's saying
She's
Pro
got
there,
Pro.
and the Pro is definitely more expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I thought
Right,
it was
so-
the Zoom that she had.
But if Gene,
Oh, that's right.
I mean, you talk about new
250.
prices, but there is an abundance of Mavic 2 Pros and Zooms for sale. Yeah, I mean,
But they'll hold their
they're selling-
price, don't they? Trons do hold their price.
Oh, the price is going up. At least here in the U.S., I can tell you, try and find one. The price is going up because DJI doesn't have them.
Until the Mavic 3 comes out.
Good point,
Yeah.
Kev.
Yeah.
As
So when do we
Oh,
think it's coming out?
Camera. It's the Hasselblad camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has Chuck taken his drone to Scotland with him?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
yes.
of course he has.
Have you, Chuck?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. Chuck. So, yes.
He's not saying.
Look, Chuck has
I'm
got
down
basically
one.
a suitcase full of camera gear. He hasn't
Yeah.
got any clothes. He's running around Scotland naked, but lots of cameras.
How do you know this, Jackie?
He's got two.
Yes, Jackie. How do
Follow
you
him
know
on
this?
Facebook.
I don't think he did.
He's got two with him.
There you go.
Oh, I thought so. Jeannie has got the Zoom and the MP2.
There you go.
Well, exactly. And then, let's face it, DJI owned Hasselblad. So why wouldn't they put a Hasselblad camera on their
camera.
drones? I mean, it's
Yeah.
silly, really. And incidentally, the actual the optical part of it is made by Sony. There we are. So
No, it's not, mate. It's the wrong way round, Steve. Steve, it's the wrong way round. The actual sensor is made by Sony, and the lens is Hasselblad.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Hasselblad.
right. Yeah, that's it. But the main part of it, the sensor, which is the important part of it, is made by Sony, isn't it?
The lens is Hasselblad, yeah. But
Get it right, Steve.
I mean, Hasselblad are making cameras for, well,
I still think GoPro make the best colour.
geez, set the dog off now. Look. No,
GoPro.
you're not
and
going on the
Studio
show.
2
A GoPro.
got lovely cameras.
You're going to get the GoPro 10.
No, not yet. I don't think. It's got
500 quid, isn't
got
it?
the 8. I'm happy with the 8.
Oh, you've got the 10 already?
Marcus has got it already. Wow.
Yeah, I get the
GoPro
10.
10.
Of course.
Nice. And how much better is it than the GoPro 7, 8, and 9 then?
I haven't used it yet, Jackie. Actually, I just got it all charged up, did all the firmware updates, and haven't had a chance to use it. But you've probably watched the same videos I have. The stabilization seems to be vastly improved.
Stabilization, isn't it?
Here's what I worry about is that it also, because it's got a more powerful processor and so forth, they say that it heats up faster, and that's a problem for me. The way I
wonder what the battery life on it is as well.
I think it's yeah. All the tests I've seen, it seems to be very similar, about the same. But, what GoPro says is that they say that most people, any given shot is usually just about, I think they said a minute or a minute and a half. And so they're not so worried about heat management. Well, the way I use a GoPro.
Yeah, it's on all the time.
Yeah, I'm vlogging with it, and it's on for, 20, 30 minutes at a time. and so that could be a problem.
That should be an interesting test then.
Yeah.
So could it stay on long enough to wait for a moving train to come along? That's the question.
Well, he can't do that though, Kev, because there's too many coppers there.
Yeah.
I'm putting this on the railway line.
I gotta warn you though, Steve. You don't put it on the iron itself on the track. You put it in the middle between the two tracks.
That's where I've been going from.
I'm going to wait till the train stops, Marcus, and we'll blue tack this to the front of the train. And when the I'll tell you what, my videos will go viral, man.
You could dangle it from the overhead cables.
If I ever get the camera back. Oh dear. Hey, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it to a DJI product. Or would I? Who knows? Right.
Oh no.
No, we don't
This is
the
the weekly tease spot.
Yeah.
We have a weekly joke spot and a weekly tease spot.
One day it'll appear out the ceiling for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie would get so much use out of that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Marcus,
yeah.
you don't need
Marcus,
that.
it's no good being down there in that bag. I think you should put it in a box,
The thing is,
put a label on it, going to Jackie so she could.
he
she
doesn't
could get use
even
out of
want
it.
it, does he?
Bring it, Marcus. Bring it yourself. Have a little
Yeah, bring
holiday.
it. Come over.
Yeah,
Well, we're trying to arrange that for next year.
Jackie,
Oh,
while
wait.
he's there, Jackie,
That
while he's there,
drone-
hide it so he can't find it. Take that.
That drone, as it sits, is the most money I've ever spent on a drone.
Really?
Yeah, you don't use it though,
Wow.
Marcus, do you? You don't.
I don't use it enough. No, it's
No,
a
you don't
problem.
use it. That's it. Tell it to Jackie.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I do not use it enough.
There you go, Pete.
No.
Right,
Yeah.
it's going to send it.
Yeah.
Post.
Yeah.
Marcus,
Jackie would
question
use it a
for
lot
you.
more. Yeah.
Marcus, I've got another question for you.
Yes.
Right, you got all these drones. I don't know how many you have.
About 100.
What are your
I
favourite?
don't
Marcus
either.
doesn't
What
know how
one do
many
you use the
he
most?
has.
Too many.
Yeah, but what one do you use the most?
The Mini 2 and the Air 2S.
Mm.
It says it all really, doesn't it?
You don't need this cardio. Tell it.
Yeah. No, the Mini 2 is just so convenient, so easy to throw up in the air, so precise. And then the Air 2S is the Mini 2 on steroids, even better yet. Plus, it's got tracking.
Actually,
Talk about steroids.
Actually, talking about Air 2Ss, Yorkshire Drone Seekers, Steve's actually selling one.
Ooh.
Jerry, be quiet.
Ah. Joker.
Yeah, should we do that now?
Oh, thanks, Jerry. Yeah, you're a friend.
Oh.
I was going to say, should we give it a miss this week, Terry? But do you know
Yeah,
what?
give it a miss. Yeah.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
Terry.
It's not a joke, actually. I was sent this one by Kev, and it is so funny. I just liked it a lot. So just listen to this. I have a little sat-nav. It sits there in my car. A sat-nav is a driver's friend. It tells you where you are. I have a little sat-nav. I've had it all my life. It's better than the normal one. My sat-nav is my wife.
Terry's Joke of the Week.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
finish your I thought that was good. Yeah. You hadn't finished that, did you?
I'm sorry, but I didn't finish it. So
You want to
I
finish
tell you what,
it?
tonight I'm not very keen tonight, so I'm going to shoot off.
What? No, what? Oh,
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, Josh,
oh, Terry.
yeah, I hope you're feeling better, Terry.
All right, okay. Anyway, right, moving on.
How many of you have ordered the new iPhone 13?
No, definitely
Oh, I'm
not.
going backwards. I'm back to my SE now because Craig smashed his glass on his iPhone, so I've given him my
Oh, really?
iPhone 8 Plus. But I'm going to get a new one for Christmas. So that'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Android.
I've still got my 10.
I'm all in, Kevin. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying that I'm so far into that Apple ecosystem. There's no going back.
That is the problem.
Yeah, I get you, Marcus. Yeah.
It is the problem. Once you actually start buying Apple products, you tend to buy Apple products. But,
yeah.
Anyway,
I do have the iPad M, the iPad with the M1 chip in it.
Oh, the Air 2, not the. Oh, sorry, it was the Air 2, not the Air 2S. I beg your pardon, I got that wrong. Anyone looking for one of them? Speak to your drone seekers.
The Air 2 is a great drone. I mean, yeah. In fact, the Air 2 has HDR that the Air 2S does not have.
Right. Okay.
The Air 2S doesn't have that.
Nuh-uh.
Oh. Very surprising.
Yes.
I mean, you could do bracketed photos and do it yourself in post, Stephen, but yeah, it doesn't have it as just. And of course, even the Air 2, it really is not true HDR. It's an emulation, but it still looks good, and that's what guys like me care about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a guest coming on, I can never think of his name, in a couple of weeks' time, actually. 2 or 3 weeks' time. I'm not sure, we haven't tied up the date yet, but he's currently on tour in France somewhere. Yeah, he's currently whizzing around France somewhere. So I said, when you get back, come on the show and we'll talk more about it. He does come up with some pretty sort of impressive videos, I must admit. But yeah, so.
Sorry about that noise if you can hear it.
Yeah, what
it's
was
coming
it?
from my end. Someone's revving their car up.
Oh, not your stomach rumbling then.
Is that like someone?
Not my stomach.
Weren't that Corey you had earlier?
He's been, he knows the area very well. And Jerry.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh dear. Yeah, so in 3 weeks' time, the show will be live from Spain. Well, it's live from Spain every week anyway, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And from America.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Well, yeah.
You're certainly getting some holidays in, aren't you?
Well, it's got to be done.
Making up for it.
Yeah, it's got to be done. I've still got more videos of Scotland to edit, but I'll give your brain a chance to catch up first.
Well, from what we've seen already, Steve, fantastic. Yeah,
it was honestly, it's the good thing about that is the fact that you can with Scotland, you just put a drone up in the sky and you capture something amazing, because there's so many places. I mean, Brian, found some really wonderful places. He'd probably been there before, but I hadn't seen them before, so it was great to Mary. Hey, Mary. And so it just. Well, I know Chuck's going to breathe. I'm not sure how long he's up there for. I'm amazed he's come. So I'll take it, Chuck's from the States. I'll take it.
Yeah, he's from New York, upstate New York.
So he's gone a long way to film up in Scotland. Has he got family in Scotland? Or
I don't know. I just saw the Facebook post that you guys did, so I'm not sure. Tell us, Chuck.
Chuck, have you got family in Scotland? We'll sit there and wait for him to answer.
I've been there once.
Anyway, just one more reminder of the photograph show. Don't forget to end the show. We've got another week. But let's see some very good entries, please. Don't forget. I'm trying to think what the website was called now again. Just I forgot what it's called now. For the eyes.
craftersbox.co.uk.
Right, craftersbox.co.uk. You can get your eagle eyes or whatever you call them, and apparently, I've had it on good authority, it's going to stop birds from attacking your drone.
Seagulls away.
Keep the seagulls. I'm not very sure what eagles. Eagle perfect. I'm not worried about mine. Who's going to put it to the test? Anyone? You got some eagles? You got some eagles? Yeah. Right.
I've seen an eagle up at the mines.
I'm sure when I was up there one day, I think it was the mines. I'm sure there was two of them.
Yeah.
I was flying rather high.
I must admit, it took no notice of me or the drone.
Mm.
And I think that was when I was flying me MP2. It didn't take no notice. Also, I think it's a good idea. It's like, for us dronies, if we got old drones, dust them off every now and then and give them a fly.
Actually, that drone you've got there,
because it's still great fun. I've got the Phantom 3, and I take it every now and then, and it still flies really well. So dust them off every now and then.
What the coloured bands on the Phantom 3s?
Yeah.
You got there's gold on that one. So what is that? Is that the advanced?
That's the Pro.
Right. So what is the silver one? Is that the advanced?
Silver one is the advanced, and red is the standard.
Rolls off.
But the strange thing is, when you buy it, they actually give you spare stickers. They give you red, silver, blue.
Right.
You can disguise it and make it the standard.
You get on the props of the Mavics, you get different colour wingtips, don't you?
It's just I actually found
not on the Phantom, but they will only go on a certain way. Oh yes, on the top, you've got a little black or silver indicator to say what one it goes on. So what prop it goes, what motor it goes on, should I say?
I saw a Phantom.
I've taken my Phantom out a couple of times this year, and it's great fun. Just obviously it's not as steady as the newer drones, but they're still great drones.
I will tell you what. I mean, if it hadn't been for the Phantom 3, I mean, obviously because the problem I had with the Phantom 3, coming over to Spain, it was too big to bring with me.
Yes.
So that was the only reason I changed it for a Mavic Pro.
Yeah.
Well,
I must admit, I was a bit gay because when I bought my Phantom, I bought that in June 2016, I think it was. Maybe 50. Whenever the Mavic 1 came out.
Yeah, Mavic
I bought
Pro.
my drone 3 months later, the Mavic come out. I was a little bit gayed. This little package. Really were similar prices.
Yeah.
So
I still think the Mavic Pro is a brilliant little drone. I still love it. Well,
yeah.
Jackie's, well, yours platinum, but that's like the one step up from that, isn't it? It was a brilliant
Yeah,
drone.
I love it.
But,
Yeah, I mean, just good point, Steve. I mean, just look what Jackie does with hers. It is a
Exactly,
phenomenal
yeah.
piece of technology. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
It's not always about new gadgets. I don't think it's it's
Oh yeah, it is.
use what
But
you got. Use
that's
what
me.
you got because
the thing that's why I say, I mean, not being funny, but I mean, the way I see it, there's a lot of very professional sort of drone flyers, and they can edit footage and make it look fantastic. So from what I've got and what I do, I think are equally matched. This is what I'm saying about the 3 drones I've got: the Mini 2, Mavic 2 Pro, the FPV drone. What more do I want? I don't need nothing else.
Yeah.
Exactly. You buy things to suit your pocket. I mean, the thing is, if well, say maybe if I was rich, who knows? I'd have millions of drones. I'd have loads of things. There we are. Right, so it's 2 minutes past the hour, as it were. So I suppose we better say goodbye, and we hope Terry has speedy recovery. He's not feeling too sharp, so we'll catch up with him soon.
Yeah.
And Chuck, you have a great time in Scotland. I'm sure you will. And right, all remains to be said is goodbye. And we'll catch you up again next week. Steve, sorry, thanks for coming on the show. Don't forget to get those entries in now.
Get those entries, yeah.
I'll
Now.
be watching.
Thank you for joining us tonight on the Drone Seekers Sunday Show. It's good night from us until next time. Stay safe and fly safe.